Yes, us folks, here we are. Special presentation tonight on Snoops Sports. Hellenic Cup 2023 draw. We're here with 3 delegates from 6 of the teams that will take part in this second instalment of Hellenic Cup. We have Peter Gonis from the Cobras, mate. Do you want to just come up and get in the screen there, mate?
Roving camera.
Roving camera. We've got George Agalidis from the Adelaide Comets.
Thanks, Jono.
No worries, mate. Good to see you. And Peter Labropoulos, head of the Adelaide Titans. One year he left and I was president for 1 year. Who knows what happened that year, mate? Actually, we had the best gentleman's night they've ever had. So, but look, ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight. Unfortunately, it's not like the Champions League. I couldn't find balls. I found Easter eggs that we're going to open up. There's teams in there. We've got the positions on the left-hand side, the teams on the right-hand side. I'll invite the guys to come up and pick out of the hat. As you can see here, we've got Group 1, Group 2, and the fixture list will come out tomorrow on the Hellenic Cup page. Just a little bit about the Hellenic Cup. 19th of Feb on a Sunday, 11 a.m. to around 5 p.m, Ellis Park, West Terrace, Adelaide. Now, without our sponsors, and I'll go through those now, none of this will be possible. Patsuris and Associates, Excel Property, the Nest Espresso Bar, Pro Sport Apparel and Equipment, Wallace Rulis Bond, our very own Radio Doriforos, DJ Valandi, who'll be mixing some beats and emceeing on the day, and of course Snoop Sports, yours truly. So without further ado, boys, let's get into this. I know everyone's waiting and eager to find out the group stages. There'll be 3 group games, so you'll play 2 of your teams in your group, plus a team from the other group. So let's start with the position. George Agalidis, can you please mix these up? Don't look at them. Look away, mate. Look away. He's found one.
Here with the
Technical, pop it. And let's have a look what we have. What position? These are the nice yellow post-it notes. Position F. We start with the position F. Peter Labropoulos, can you please choose a team, sir? Who's in the position F, mate?
some glitter come out with that.
Glitter's come out. Special team. Please show that to the cameras, mate. F, Hawks. MA Hawks in the F position.
While you're doing that, John, I've got some shout-outs from guests tuning in at home.
Shout-outs, beautiful.
Got, a real Cobra store there in Andrew Yuriu, the son of Yid.
There he is.
Cheering on the Cobra, so that's one for you, Pete.
Anyone else, mate?
Yes. Young Evan Karanikos.
Oh, Evan.
A bittersweet moment for Evan with the demise of his beloved Salisbury Florida. But it's good that we have our culture alive and well otherwise.
Exactly
and
right, mate.
From Bold Spaces.
Yeah, so Nico, he was a number 1 season ticket holder. Hopefully he can come back to that one day, mate. All right, next up, Gonis. Peter, come and select a position. Thank you, sir.
Sure, we're not sponsored also by Starlight Christmas Superstore. With,
Spotlight, mate. Spotlight. What position do we have, mate?
They're left over from last year's Easter.
keeping it clean because we're on a family radio station, but I'll give you my position.
Trust me, you can say anything you want at this time slot.
Can you show the viewers at home, mate?
This one is the position C.
Position C, okay.
This one's my second favourite.
George, please choose the team for position C, mate. That's in Group 1, and that'll...
And my egg is empty.
We've got one from each group coming out. Who have we got?
Sticky top operator.
The Vipers.
Vipers.
Vipers FC.
Still Div 3, I believe.
There we go. Vipers FC representing. All right, next one. Labropoulos, let's choose a position, mate. I don't know which one you like, but we might get some viewers at home to let us know.
Press.
We've got to think through this a bit more quicker.
B. Position B is actually a really good position, man, on pitch 1 for a couple of games. So that's the teams. Gonis, Ella. Choose a team for pitch 1, sir.
Pitch 1, eh?
Two games on pitch 1. That's the nice pitch, great grass.
We have here
Who's that, mate?
the West Adelaide.
The Raptors in position B. Okay. Who's next? Position.
Give us another position, champ.
Thanks for you, Gonis.
I take it that's not doggy.
69.
Or Greek.
A.
Look at that.
There it is. The favoured position. Position A. Who is going to be the lucky team to get that position?
I'm sure these three balls all got LA comments.
Well, there's LA Comets is left on there, mate.
Oh.
Well, mate. This is not rigged at all, folks. Comets at number A. Holders of the cup on their lovely pitch one that they prefer to play on. So,
John, any chance we could invite DJ Valandi in as a guest?
we've
guest
got
delegate?
we've got two left. And Valandi, bring your camera over, mate.
Can I select the Avro from over here?
All right, Ella, select the Avgor. What do we? But it needs to
Yeah,
be
I'll put it on
It
camera.
needs to be on camera, mate.
All right,
It needs to be on camera.
here we go. All right. Jonas
People
will
don't
swap.
think anything's happening. This is
There we
position,
go.
mate.
All right.
Position. Could it only be one of two? Sealed.
Nice.
Can you just
But
show us?
I could
can
hold-
you show us again? how
Yeah, there we
you,
go.
fondle it?
There we fondle the balls, the Avra like this. All right.
I think it's not even in the camera screen, mate.
Here we go.
What position's that, mate? Hold the camera.
The position is Greek style. Oh wait, hang on. You mean that, right? D.
D. Position D.
Position D.
All right, Ella, choose a team, mate. And position D, who's getting it? It's either
Oh, I
gonna
get to
be
fondle more. These are pink ones
Cobras
now.
or Titans. Cobras or Titans. Who is it?
Can I just ask, where did my Kubara get these eggs
I
from?
got them today, mate.
Oh, you got them today?
Spotlight.
Oh, from Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Right.
I think there's about, no, they might sponsor next year. And I've got these bowls from there too, mate. So,
I have a comment here.
You're not that with the balls.
Just before we announce the next one, I've got a comment here. Is Snoop auditioning for the revamped Mr. Squiggle? All right.
it's a good one. That's
And
a
the
very good
team,
one. Who's going into position?
Cobras.
Was that D?
Cobras in
Position
D.
Cobras. So what we need to do, and make sure we're not
Somehow
like
D can match Chef Taliès.
our.
Help speed up the process there, John.
So the team, just so there's no no one can say we've rigged this at all. Titans. Position E.
Oh,
Group of death.
the Messinian showdown.
Well, we couldn't pick it any better than that, I wouldn't think, mate. There you go, lads, ladies and gents. Group 1, Comets, Raptors, Vipers. Group 2, Cobras, Titans, MA Hawks.
Can we just get you to move a little bit close that way? Yeah, there we go. Because the glare of the
the glare, sorry.
1980 studio here has given a
So
bit
as
of a
you
glare.
can see, what I will do, I'm just going to check, like I said, we'll post the fixtures, but just to look at the alternative fixtures from group to group, it's B versus E. So it'll be Raptors and Titans in the third game. A versus D, Comets v Cobras, and C v F, so Vipers v Hawks. So as I said, you'll play your two teams in your group, and you'll switch over and play the alternate team. So Comets, Cobras, Raptors, Titans, Vipers, MA Hawks. It's going to be a great battle out there at Ellis Park. Two beautiful pitches, lots of food, drink, and music, and some lovely football to watch. And Jonas, you want to put the camera, mate, so everyone can see us here? Nase kala, mate.
So can we just go around the table and get some commentary from the designated representatives here?
Let's get some early feedback on
Jonas,
the groups.
how do you feel about this matchup?
Am I on there? Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Who wants to hold the camera now? Well, I think you've got three. I think it's a fairly even sort of lineup. I think obviously a bit of rivalry there between the Cobras and the Titans. Friendly rivalry, of course. Let's not forget why we host this Hellenic Cup, and that's to promote the Hellenic culture, not to go out there and kill each other, but to go out there, you know, just enjoying a bit of pre-season banter, enjoying the culture, enjoying the atmosphere, and of course enjoying the food. It's probably why the the Hellenic Cup exists, is for the food.
100%.
So, in saying that, look, Cobras, I think we're in a little bit of a rebuilding phase. I think this year might be the year that we actually go out there and prove a bit of a point to our collegiate rivals. Our second. Someone can correct me here. Is it our third season in collegiate? Third season. So really, this is the year that we'd be looking to make a bit of a dent in Div 2 and try to do what we can to go up the top. Titans, what can I say about the Titans? Are very. I'm not just saying that because Mr. LeBrop's over there just giving me the mat here, but a very, very well organised and competitive club, and has been for quite a number of years. They're sitting in the top flight now with Sassel Div 1. So that's also going to be, good to see what they've got this year. I've had a bit of a chat before with the boys, and sounds like they've put together a pretty tough team. And MA Hawks, my beloved MA Hawks, bit of a tough time the last couple of years, but let's see. Let's hope that they're also ready to rebuild. I think Group 2 is going to be a good one.
I'll tell you what, Group 2, there's a lot of history in that group, man. A lot of rivalry.
I think so.
It'll be interesting to see how that one pans out.
There's something in common, but we can talk about that later on with those three teams there. Maybe we can go off camera and have a chat about that. So maybe George can give some commentary on Group 1. George, what do you think, mate?
Thanks, Peter. Certainly covered Group 2 in a lot of depth. But look, two quite even groups, I think. Group 1 will be interesting. I'll try and remove my bias, but I'm quite proud of the work that Coach Jonathan Giannopoulos has done with the team, particularly his first year at the helm. I think the Comets are probably favourites in that group. They've retained all of their squad in getting promoted back to Div 1 and winning the CSL Cup against Grads Red, a Div 1 side last year. But I think the Raptors will be really interesting. They've early in the new year, they announced a high-profile coach in Vas Pajas coming to head up their side after getting relegated from Div 1, Sunday Div 1, which we all know is very competitive. I don't know necessarily what they've done with their squad, but I think having a coach who knows the game and played at a high level will at least ensure that they're well organised, trainings are of a high standard, and that they're fit and competitive. Look, I think Vipers, again, not really sure where they're at. It's been a while since I was in the collegiate setup. They had one competitive year when we were in Div 2 in 2018, but I think have since fallen off the radar. A lot of the focus is on their federation team, so they might be holding up the foot of Group 1. I think the crossover fixtures are quite interesting. Good to see JG, whoever thought it up, did put a lot of thought into it, just paralleling and going across. But for me, I know Hawks had a really tough time last year. I think 2 points out of Saturday Div 1. Tough by anyone's standards. For me, Titans are probably the standout in that group. We're talking with the president, Peter Labropoulos. Had some very experienced players retire, but they seem to have replenished their squad with some young up-and-comers. If they can put it together in time, remains to be seen. But I think Comets to lead Group 1, Titans to lead Group 2 for Comets and Titans. Epic grand final.
Interesting that looks like this was the same group from last year. I think Raptors and Vipers. I have to check that, but I think it's the same group from last year.
Yeah, I would have.
Because Pontians were here. I think you were in the same group with Cobras last year, if I recall.
Yeah, I can't.
I think so. We'll have a look at that, but it's interesting how it's
panned out. Yeah. Look, I think I won't go into too much detail. I think both Peter and George have covered most of it, but I think I tend to agree. Group 1, Comets, holders of the Cup as well would be favourites there, but I wouldn't, as George pointed out, write off Raptors with the appointment of Vas Pajas, and Sunday Division 1 is quite a difficult competition. You open yourself up to those northern clubs and who have, let's be honest, enormous wage bills, and we know that the Raptors don't pay their players, so it's very difficult to compete at that level. And it'll be interesting to see how Vipers go, but I agree, more focus on their federation team. And Group 2, a lot of history. But I think we've all matured, as Peter has pointed out.
Common denominator.
We have all matured. Slightly matured.
No, we have all matured, and I think it's also a testament to why we established this. I mean, the Hellenic Cup was established initially, I guess, the idea of it was from Peter, and me had a discussion with me, and we've got to the stage where we brought all the clubs together. And I know there's been tournaments in the past, but in terms of amateur level, a tournament like this hasn't occurred for over 20 years. So it's good to firstly get it up and running, that everyone is friendly off the field. It's competitive on the field, but it's friendly off the field, and it's good to see the second edition. So, look, that group's going to be, 2 will be competitive, and to be honest, just looking forward to the game. So, yeah, that's from our perspective.
Top 2 through from each group into the semis and then the grand final. So, so I got my own camera here, mate. As the host, mate, you get a nice camera, a nice microphone. But folks, 19th of Feb, Sunday, Ellis Park. Get out there and support the Hellenic Cup. DJing, we're going to have MC, maybe a roving MC during the day, who knows. Lots of food, Suvlakia roll.
There will be lots of live interviews.
Chavat Roves, live interviews. Unfortunately, not on the ground because we're concentrating on winning the cup again, mate. So just keep it off the ground. But folks, good to see you. We'll see you then. Look, I've got to get into some sports because there's lots of things to talk about, Valandi. So guys, if you want to sit around, listen to some NBA, some LeBron James. What else have I got here? FA Cup, NFL, Oz Open, Graham Arnold's appointment. And Mail of the Week as usual, man. It's a big one this week. So just go to a quick break, Valandi. Put a song on. We'll set it up here and we'll get going again, mate. All right?
Done.
Thanks, boys, for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Let's go.